Nikki from Nikki's Organic Kitchen here. Thank you so much for watching. Today I'm going to teach you guys 15 quick and easy ways to save money on groceries. So before we get started, let's just talk about like the grocery industry. First of all, we as Americans are not doing so well. In fact, let me pull up my little receipt here. I think it's $42 billion. 43, excuse me. As a country, we waste over 43 billion pounds of food a year, and in fact 10% of that entire waste comes from the supermarket industry. And when we look at supermarkets in America and we look at our other countries in our beautiful Mother Earth, we definitely have some work to do. Let me just share a couple quick grades with you. When we look at waste, you know, we get letter grades from A to F. There are no A's in America, first of all, 0. When we look at the large stores anyway. And then when we look at a B, we have 1, which is Walmart. And then C, we have Kroger and Albertsons. And then for the D category, we have Target, we have Trader Joe's, we have Whole Foods, we have Costco's, and we have Publix. And then in the F category, we have Aldi D. And in the United States, there's only 6 states that even require, you know, supermarkets to have a program for waste. So guys, you know, we say we want to make America great again. We can all collectively together, you know, demand more for food, you know, as far as quality, as far as pesticides, and as far as waste, because at the end of the day, we get the price tag for that. And we're sacrificing a lot of our soil and the quality of our soil just to throw it away. That's crazy. More pesticides in the air, more bees. Anyway, we're not here for that. Sorry. We're here to talk about saving money on groceries. So anyway, tip number 1, and this one is pretty fun. I just actually had something sent to my mom's house just today. Order online. You bypass all of at least the in-store marketing things, you know, the music that helps you slow down, the way you have to start walking in a maze, the way that they have certain colors at eye level and all this good stuff, you know, the impulse buys at the check stand. Bypass all that, track what you do, and also it helps you stay on budget. Number 2, oh sorry, I couldn't read my writing for a second. Skip waste by doing more meal planning. I am not a big fan of meal planning, I'll be perfectly honest, but I do have a solution for all of my non-meal planner people such as myself, and it is 2 words: leftovers. Oh yeah, I love a good leftover. They work just fine for lunch tomorrow. So just make a little bit more dinner and it goes a long way. No extra groceries to buy and less waste and money saved. If you take a lunch, it usually costs about $6.30. But if you buy a lunch, it costs about $13. And if you take leftovers, it costs even less. So, you know, hey. And I'm not cooking extra meals and making extra food, which I love even more. Okay. Tip number 3. Okay, this is actually a grocery savings tip and a life tip. I love this tip. Replace most of the drinks that you buy with tea. Now, you may be thinking, what on earth? So just hear me out, guys. So I'm not even asking you to buy tea bags. I'm asking you to make sure you have a nice quality water, and with that, incorporate different types of teas. And these teas should help you along your way as far as your health goals. For example, I love a good oregano tea. And in fact, I don't buy oregano tea bags. I just buy oregano. I do fresh and dried. And what that does is that it helps to cleanse my blood. It helps to take toxins out of my body. And it helps to reduce and eliminate mucus, which, you know, as if you're a Dr. Sabian, is like a center for most of diseases. So I focus on eating and drinking the right foods by just keeping those in the house. So that's one of my favorite tips. But yeah, replace some of the sodas and juices that you may buy with herbs, with a couple pieces of cucumber. Throw in some lime, you know, zest up more water varieties more tea varieties, and replace expensive drinks, okay? Next tip, number 4. I kind of touched on this earlier because I was adding on to stuff, but I'll just say it. Take your lunch versus buying your lunch. And if you like to make your lunch, that's amazing. That's wonderful. Please do so. And if you're in the boat with me, take a leftover. I love it. I really do. It saves me so much. Tip number 5, guys. Take inventory. When we talk about waste, part of the reason that we have a lot of waste is that we do not really use what we have. Go through the fridge, go through your cabinets and say, hey, I have this and this, what will work together? And instead of buying a whole meal, what can I buy to complement what I already have? Get rid of those canned goods, which I'm not a huge fan of, but we all have them sometimes. Get those out, get those dried beans out, get those pastas out and get them made instead of wasting that money. Okay, guys? I keep losing track. Number 6, more meatless meals. Now, most of my cooking demonstrations and food on here will be advocating vegan meals. I'm not a vegan, but I do believe in a majority of vegan meals. So make sure that you are eating meatless meals to help save money. And there are so many amazing tips and ways to do that out there. Next tip is to reward yourself. When you're doing change and it's hard and it's uncomfortable and you're messing up and you may be being a little too hard on yourself, maybe you have unrealistic expectations on how far and how fast you're supposed to go with these processes, well, give yourself something to look forward to. Go ahead and give yourself the gift of reward. It can be small, it can be large, whatever, but make it consistent and make sure that you will really feel good about it, okay? So celebrate, smell the roses. Next one is make meals more special. I love having simple sandwiches and lighting a candle and playing classical music for my family and for my friends. I don't have to go out and spend a ton of money to have these beautiful memories. Sometimes we tie in memories with expensive, extravagant meals. They don't have to be. That can be replaced with something as simple as a candle, a nice song, and funny, beautiful memories. It's the people that you're with. And if you're by yourself, a candle and classical music is the best me time. Well, not the best, but it's definitely up there. The next one, have staples in your house. Like I am a frequent quinoa and kale purchaser. I frequent mushrooms. Most of us don't eat 20 to 30 different meals a month. It's just a few. So make sure that you have those on hand and then have other things to complement them and to switch it up for some variety. Okay? This next tip, I call it the most common sense tip in the planet, and I am guilty of breaking this even with purchasing online. Don't shop hungry. You will always spend more money. Oh my gosh, how many of us have done this, right? All right, guys. Next one are competitors' coupons. Some places will let you take advantage of competitors' coupons. And right now, I'm going to go through a quick list of places that will do that for you. Buy Low, Giant, Super G, Harris Teeter, Kroger, Lowe's, Marsh, Price Chopper, Publix, and Walmart. And I believe Walmart even has an extra savings that if you see something listed with a competitor somewhere else cheaper, they'll automatically put money on a card for you. So please see Walmart for details with that. The next tip is powdered over liquid. I do that with broths. Instead of buying the liquid broths for $2 to $3, especially if you go organic, buying the bouillon cubes, I get to use as much or as little as I want, and my money goes a lot farther, and I control the quality of water that I use in the broth. The next two and the last two are check unit prices. Sometimes pricing can look a little weird, or you don't know which is the best buy because the ounces are different and all that good stuff. Be sure to check the labels where they have the unit price so that you know you can get the best bang for your buck. And my last tip are rain checks. When we find a great deal and it's out of stock, make sure we go to our managers and say, hey, I'm going to need a rain check on that so that you can take advantage. All right, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. And be sure to save on groceries for your family. Bye. Take care.